welcome to the BMB Game of the Week pregame show. I'm Tom Morrow alongside Sean McQuillan.
Yeah, Tom, and to start things off, let's take a look at the new Hyde Park Gladiators. They're currently sitting at the number 3 spot in Conference A1 and still have a shot at the postseason. Although this is new Hyde Park's last game, Mepham still does have 3 games remaining.
Yeah, Sean, on that hand, Mepham is sitting at the number 2 seed in Conference A1. They have 3 games remaining in the season, so definitely a pivotal game tonight for both teams. But for New Hyde Park, if they want to make a statement, tonight is the night to do so.
Yeah, New Hyde Park's going to look to make their record 500 tonight with a win. If a loss, they will finish the season with a 7-9 record. And speaking of the Gladiators, let's take a look at their starting 5. Starting for the Gladiators at the point guard position is number 2 freshman Ava Orban, then shooting guard number 3 senior Riley Griffin, followed by number 12 senior Jessica Vianney. Playing at the power forward is Grace Tumulty, and at center, that's Megan Korzavinsky.
And now for the Mepham starting 5, starting at the point guard position, Michaela Daube. Then at the shooting guard position, Captain Haley Guerrero. Then at the number 3 is Alana Morse. Then Luciana Cedric-Conte, followed by the big man Riley Clark, and that says it right there. That's two big starting 5s for both teams. They're at the top of Conference A1, and they could definitely make a game tonight.
Yeah, Tom, and these 2 teams have been extremely similar with the presence of skill and winning on the court this season. Additionally, these teams are led by New Hyde Park seniors Riley Griffin and Jessica Vianney, while Mepham is led by one of the best players in all of Nassau County, Haley Guerrero, along with what the Pirates have been described as, team-wise, the senior package.
Certainly have a good one on our hands today. Let's take a look at Mepham's 3 keys to the game. First one is win the rebounding battle. Simple as that. Second one, value every possession. And then the third one, make the free throws. Those are big statements right there. First one, win the rebounding battle. It's very important. You got, players like Michaela Daube and Riley Clark that live in the paint. It's easy for them to box out and get that rebound. Second one, value every possession. You can't turn over the ball. You got to keep the ball. You got to score, and you got to get to the basket. And then the third one, make your free throws. Every team goes through this. You got to make those free throws, because if you miss 2 or 3 of them, those 2-3 points could come back at the end of the game and haunt you.
Yeah, Tom. All those keys for Mepham are going to be very important. Size is also an advantage for the Pirates. Do not forget that. And now looking at the Gladiators' 3 keys to the game. Not let Guerrero run like a gazelle, basically up and down the court. They have to limit her. She's been deadly offensively and defensively all season long. The one game she missed is the one game they lost. Every other game, they've won. The star Nassau County player is averaging 24 points per game. Now, rebounding and having opportunities for a second chance. Mepham's got the size advantage. Michaela Daube, Riley Clark, and Luciana Cedric-Conte down low have strong rebounding skill. So the Gladiators are going to have to try to box out them. And then the third one, control the tempo. Don't let the game get to their heads. Take deep breaths and just focus on what's on the court, and don't let Mepham get in their heads.
Yeah, Sean, and that's what the game we're looking at today. You got players like Haley Guerrero on Mepham. She's one of the best in the county right now, and it's going to be tough, and this is what the game's going to be. It's going to be, can New Hyde Park stop Haley Guerrero? Because I talked with Coach Mike Bello and Coach Jim Mulvey the past week, and Coach Bello said that he is going to put Riley Griffin, one of their star defenders, on Haley Guerrero due to the fact that she's such a threat. And if they could limit her, it's going to be a good game, and they just got to do that.
Yeah, Tom, Riley Griffin is by far the best defender and leader of this team. She does not care about scoring by any means. She can drop 20 points and she won't care. She's not going to be satisfied. Her goal tonight is to limit Haley Guerrero, and that's it. The 24-point per game scorer, she wants to just eliminate that from any note from this previous whole season leading up to this game. This is Griffin's moment to shine, and it's against Guerrero. So that's the start to the matchup tonight at the shooting guard position. Can she stop her 3-point shooting? Can she stop her playmaking? Can she just stop her in general? We'll have to find out later tonight.
Well, Sean, another big thing too is I also talked with Coach Bello about too was the fact his key player, and that's Megan Korzavinsky. And she's a threat too. Down by two with 10 seconds left. Coach Bello wants her with the ball because she can make things happen. She's a playmaker on the team, and certainly a player that can do some damage to the Mepham defense.
Yeah, she's a terrific athlete, too. She's a 5-year varsity player, and she's actually a stud lacrosse player who's looking at D2 and D3 colleges. And if you look at the Pirates, there's no really strong basketball college players or anyone that wants to look for college basketball in their future. They're all just great athletes, some who are going to college, such as Guerrero, Seta Ducate, and Alana Morse. And there's no really anyone who strictly only plays basketball on this team. Everyone are multi-sport athletes, and that's what makes this Pirates team so special and explains the 12-2 record.
Yeah, Sean, I'm going to go back to what you were saying about that 5-year varsity, being on varsity for 5 years. It's a big accomplishment, and you should be proud of that, if you're on varsity for 5 years. Just due to the fact of being on varsity, as an 8th grader, being in middle school, and, every day after school you're going to the, high school to practice with varsity level players, You got people from varsity, as an 8th grader, you could be playing up against a Division I basketball recruit. It's simple as that, and that's what she could have been playing up against one, at the time. And it's just little things like that make your experience on varsity as an 8th grader so much better as a 12th grader. And here she is today, as a 12th grader, 5 years later, being one of the best on her team and possibly one of the better players in the county.
Yeah, and also chemistry is a big factor of that. 5 years on varsity, you have to know some people at the least, and especially with Coach Bell, obviously. She's gotten to know Coach Bell extremely well, and it's just great chemistry all around for this Gladiators team.
Well, not to mean to cut you off there, but the thing about it too is Coach Bello came in on her second year, so it's your 8th and 9th grade. She had a different coach, and then 10th, 11th, and 12th, she was able to grow a relationship with Coach Bello and get that connection that every teammate and coach has.
Yeah, and just looking at records again, just to check it out, the Pirates all season long have a 12-2 overall record, and in Conference A1 are 6-1. Yes, that's Conference A1. That's top tier. That means best of the best.
Best in the county, yeah.
And that just says something about the Pirates and their probable postseason journey.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely going to make a playoff push, and Coach Mulvey and Coach H have been pressing for this all the time. They're two coaches that make things happen, and it's definitely going to be exciting to watch this playoff basketball, and hopefully we'll be able to cover it for BMB here, but it's definitely going to be fun to watch them. But now it's like I said earlier, it's a pivotal game for New Hyde Park, because if they win today, they could easily make a playoff push right behind Mepham.
Absolutely, and the Gladiators again are looking to finish their season off, cap it off with the 500 record, 8-8 on the season. It'd be great for the Gladiators. And now that it's basically game time, let's head down to the Mepham South Gym, where we have Matt Mano, Tyler Steinberg, and Connor Ward with the sportscasting.
We'll see you all. Yep, we'll see you all at halftime.
Ladies, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your BMB Game of the Week. Here we have the New Hyde Park Gladiators versus the Mepham Pirates. Tyler Steinberg alongside Connor Ward. Connor, how you doing today?
I'm good. I'm excited for another great BMB Game of the Week.
Yeah, so, I mean, we have two very talented teams here in the Mepham Pirates, who are coming into this game 12-2, and then the Gladiators coming in 7-8. There's obviously a lot of hype around this game. Both teams are very much in the playoff race. The Gladiators kind of fighting to get in one of those last few spots as, they're trying to finish the season off even here as, they're 7-8 obviously coming in, and this is a must-win for them.
Yeah, Tyler, it's a must-win game, but in order for them to do that, they're going to have to definitely out-rebound the Pirates. The Pirates, as we know, Luciana Seta Ducate, first-year basketball player. She's going to be a big force around the boards tonight.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, obviously. So this Mepham Pirates team also, I mean, having an amazing season. They are on a 5-game winning streak so far. They have been unbelievable so far, as we've seen. And 12-2 is amazing by any stretch of the imagination. So as we get ready for tip-off here at Mepham High School. Mepham Pirates with their starting five. It's going to be Michaela Dobby getting ready to take off the tip-off against number 14, Grace Toombley. Pirates are going to have the ball now. Going to take a shot in face. Guerrero's going to shoot it. It's going to be no good. Rebounded. It's going to be put up. No good again. It's going to be rebounded by Toombley. Bringing the ball up is number 12, Jessica Vianney. Vianney with a quick sidestep. Is going to pass it back out. Going to pass it to the corner to Griffin. Griffin back to the three-point line. 14 in the corner. Toombley. Toombley's going to shot. Shot's going to be no good. Seta Ducate with the rebound to Dobby.
That's first of many, Tyler. That's first of many rebounds for Seta Ducate.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, she's an amazing athlete, obviously being D1 in soccer to Stony Brook, and she's such a talented player on both sides of the ball here. As Guerrero is going to have the ball. Good pick there by Clark. Clark has the ball down low. She's going to take a quick step. She's going to be blocked. Shot's going to be put back up, and it's going to be good. First pointer in the game goes to the Mepham Pirates.
It's a good start from Riley Clark. She's been doing that all year.
As the ball is going to be brought up now by the Gladiators. Ava Orban's going to pass it back to Vianney. Vianney looking for a pass. She's going to set it to the top of the key. Megan Korinsky is going to pass it down low. Shot's going to be up. It's going to be no good. It's going to be rebounded again by Cedric Ducante. That's going to be her second rebound of the game. A good start for her. Michaela back up. Going to have a drive by the Pirates. We're going to have a travel call. They're going to call a travel on number 30, Alana Morse.
The Pirates have done exactly what they've done all season. Luciana Ducante already with 2 rebounds, less than a minute 15 into this game.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's all about really who gets the boards. And, whoever's more physical down low has a good shot of winning this game here. The Gladiators have the ball, trying to find a lane. There's going to be nothing there. The ball's going to be turned over. I believe the steal is going to go to Guerrero as Clark's trying to look for a pass. Going to pass it to Michaela. Michaela sending it down. Morris open for the three-point shot. She's going to elect to take it. It's going to be up, no good. Shot's going to be no good. There's going to be a couple shots here as Dobby was not able to hit the layup. Right before that was Cedric Ducante here as Guerrero's going to try the floater, and it's going to be good.
It's a good pick from Riley Peckman right there.
As you hear the Gladiators bring the ball back up now. Orban trying to find a lane. It's going to be no good. The layup rebounded by Clark now. Michaela's going to bring the ball. Going to pass it down to Morris again. Morris' shot's going to be up this time. It's going to be no good off the back rim. We're going to have a close shot here. It's going to be Mepham ball, I believe. Mepham so far with a good start, getting the first 4 points of this game. Is they're starting to rebound. They're taking advantage of the Gladiators' mistakes early. Guerrero going to bring the ball up now. Guerrero, good pick by Clark. Guerrero's going to take the lane. She's going to pass to the corner to Morse. Morse trying to find anything. Michaela, the free throw line. She's going to back up a little bit. Guarded by Orban. She's going to pass it to Guerrero. Guerrero trying to find anyone. Morse is going to be at the top of the key. Back to Michaela. Michaela trying to get a layup. It's going to be no good. It's going to be blocked by number 12, Jessica Vianney.
That's good defense there from the Gladiators. Got to keep that up for the rest of the game if they want any shot.
It's going to be a good pass here by Morse up to Guerrero. Guerrero one-on-one. She's so good at this with her mid-speed, she's not going to be able to hit the layup. It's going to be taken the other way here. Ava Orban's going to bring the ball up. She's going to pass it to Vianney. Vianney's shot's going to be up, and a good play there. They're going to get the charge. And Riley Clark taking one for the team there with a great play.
Yeah, New Hyde Park need to keep up this defense. They've been playing well, but they need to create more on offense, Tyler.
Never mind, actually. They're going to call the blocking foul. So I guess she maybe just didn't set her feet quick enough, and they're going to give the benefit of the doubt to the Gladiators. First shot's up here for Vianney. Shot's going to be up. And no good. Gladiators still looking for their first points as we are already 3 minutes into this first quarter. Let me take a look at that replay here. I mean, it was a physical play down low as the second free throw is going to be up and good. Gladiators have their first point, but I mean, Riley Clark trying to set her feet, trying to get that charge, which was a teeny bit too late, and the Gladiators getting the call that they need to get their first points. Michaela going to bring the ball up now to the 10-foot line to Guerrero. Guerrero in the corner to Cedric Ducante. She's going to pass it down low to Clark. Clark making a nice physical play. Layup's going to be up, no good. It's going to be rebounded by Morse. Morse almost a turnover there. Cedric Ducante down low. Michaela's going to end up recovering the ball. Michaela's going to put it up and in the triple team. Good play there by Michaela Dobby.
New Hyde Park just getting out-rebounded there. They need to win this rebound battle for the rest of the night.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely a smaller lineup than the Mepham Pirates, obviously, with a dominant Riley Clark down low. She's obviously made a big impact, but she also has 2 fouls now, so that's going to be something to keep an eye on. As we talk about Lucina Ducante, she's a forward and, a senior. She's made such a big impact for the Pirates, obviously, on both sides of the ball so far this game. She's, rebounded the ball amazing. And she's a good offensive player, too. She uses her elite speed that she has, and she's an athlete. She steps in front of the ball. She makes a lot of good plays, and she's just the all-around good player for the Pirates.
She definitely is, Tyler. She definitely is.
First free throw is going to be up. Korinsky. It's going to be no good. Off the side of the rim. Gladiators struggling offensively so far, and free throws are something that you got to be able to capitalize if you want to win this game going down the road.
And the Pirates have been quick to give the Gladiators free throws this game. That's the only open looks they've really had.
We're going to have a timeout here by Mike Bella, the head coach of the new Hyde Park Gladiators. I mean, you said it. I mean, obviously, fouls have been a huge part of the Mepham game, and that's kind of been what's been killing them so far in the first, 3 minutes and 30 seconds. But, I mean, you look at it already. They have 2 fouls, and you got to start to slow it down, especially when you have guys like Clark taking 2 fouls. And, obviously that's going to be detrimental down the road, and especially if the Gladiators get in the bonus, that's going to play a huge factor for sure.
For sure, Tyler.
We wait for this 30-second timeout to run out. But, I mean, what do you think are some things that maybe the Gladiators have to do a little bit better to try to, maybe surge an early comeback in this game?
Well, the Gladiators are obviously down 6-2 right now. As you said before, they have a little bit of a smaller lineup compared to the Mepham Pirates. They're going to try to have to find a way to box out underneath the basket and try to grab rebounds, or else the putback baskets are going to start to pile up for the Gladiators, and they might not be able to come back at some point.
We see Ashley Felsberg, number 4, is now in the game. As Dobby's going to pass it down low side to Ducante. Ashley Felsberg at the 3-point line. Takes the dribble, trying to find a lane. He's going to pass it out to Guerrero. For the 3-point shot, it's going to be good. Guerrero is on fire right now. She has at least 5 or 7 points so far in this first quarter, and she is heating up right now. Gladiators bringing up the ball. He's going to pass it to number 3, Griffin. Griffin trying to find any lane. She's going to get the ball stripped of her, I believe, by Guerrero. As Felsberg's going to have a close call, but they're going to give the ball to the Gladiators, I believe. But we also have, looks to be an injured player here, Griffin. Take a look at that replay. Guerrero with the 3-point shot. It was a good play. Was able to come in and, find a lane. Guerrero wide open for the 3-point shot.
Yeah, Tyler. Guerrero, fast start to this game, already has 5 points. She's going to be looking to continue this into the first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, we talked to Coach before the game, and the whole point of, the thing that's going to make the Gladiators successful is the layup's going to be no good by the Gladiators is just stop Haley Guerrero. She's amazing speed. She's got a good jump shot, so that's going to be detrimental if they want to win this game, as half-court pass there was failed by Michaela Dobby, but it's going to look to be Mepham ball still. Ball was hit out by Lauren Lacasco. So Felsberg's going to pass it to Guerrero. Guerrero for the 3-point shot again. It's going to be no good off the side of the rim.
She almost gets that one to go.
Rebounded. Sedu Conte trying to find an open man. It's going to be Michaela. Back to Felsberg. Good ball movement now here for the Pirates. Guerrero with the pump fake floater is going to be no good. It's going to be rebounded here by Guerrero, getting her own rebound. Shot's going to be up. It's going to be no good again here. So rebounded. Never mind, the Mepham Pirates now have it. Amazing effort there by the Mepham Pirates to catch the 2 points. That was a hard-earned 2 points right there.
Yeah, that was a great effort by all the Pirates. Obviously, Sedu Conte getting rebounds, and Guerrero also getting her own rebounds, Tyler.
Yeah, I mean, that was just endless fight to the end to get those 2 points. And as the Gladiators here are going to drive, it's going to be no good. Rebounded by Sedu Conte. Guerrero's going to have a wide open lane. She's going to be able to capitalize. Again, Guerrero is just having a game so far. Definitely an early candidate for your player of the game.
Definitely, Tyler, definitely. Already 7 points and a couple of rebounds to go with it.
As the Gladiators now have the ball on the 3-point line. It's going to be passed to number 15, Megan Krinsky. Krinsky trying to find a lane. It's going to be stolen by Guerrero. Guerrero again, what a wide open lane here. Shot's going to be up, and it's going to be good. So Guerrero, I mean, this is exactly what the Gladiators don't want to happen. You let Guerrero get hot, that's going to be the end for you very quickly.
Yep, for the Gladiators, they can't fall behind quickly. They need to change something up on offense.
So Orban now with the drive. Shot's going to be up, it's going to be no good, and we're going to call it travel. So Ava Orban getting a little too aggressive, had the right mindset trying to find the lane, but it's going to travel.
Obviously, you see here the steal from Haley Guerrero, taking it all the way to the basket. Great shot.
Yeah, I mean, again, she's unbelievable speed. Basically, almost at all times, she's the fastest player on the court, and she shows it there. As Sedu Conte now down low. Going to make a pass here. Sedu Conte is going to recover. Felsberg now with the floater. Shot's going to be up. It's going to be no good. Rebounded by Morse. Shot's going to be up, no good. Rebounded by the Gladiators. Now they're going the other way on a fast break. Going to have an unbelievable play there by number 2, Ava Orban, who just took on that one on 3 and finished it with a nice layup.
Yeah, that was a great play there, Tyler.
Able to find the gap in the defense, and the Pirates, are going to have to limit those turnovers and make sure that New Hyde Park doesn't get really back in this game too quickly here. Guerrero's going to pass it to Felsberg. Felsberg with a quick move is going to pass it back down to Guerrero. Guerrero to Felsberg. Felsberg, pass going to be tipped here, but it's going to be down low here for Morse. Morse, they're going to call a travel on Morse. So, again, trying to get the ball down low, kind of stumbled a little bit, and then it's going to get the call for the travel. Gladiators now with the ball. Orban taking her time. He's going to pass it to Lorenzo. Ball's going to be top of the key here. Back to Vianney. It's going to be turnover here. Seti Ducante is going to make the pass to Dobby. Dobby's going to try to find a lane. She's not. It's going to be a nice little hop step, and the shot's not going to be finished. Rebounded by Seti Ducante. Nothing there. Michaela's going to be back up. She's going to try to get a foul call. Nothing called there. Seti Ducante now down low. He's going to make the quick pass to Moore. It's going to be nothing called again there by the ref. It's going to be good effort, but the ball's going to be Gladiator ball.
Rebound after rebound for the Pirates. If they're going to get all these second chances. Jessica Vianney so far has definitely made an impact. Obviously, the New Hyde Park hasn't really had that great start that they were hoping for, but definitely, with a ton of time left here as we have 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Ball's going to be down low. They're going to call it travel again. So just a lot of mental errors here by New Hyde Park. Yeah, the Pirates got to keep up this tenacious defense.
Yeah, obviously the gaps haven't been the best, but New Hyde Park is just killing themselves right now with the mental errors, whether it's been travels, turnovers, all that, and they got to start cleaning that up. Michaela now, going to pass it to Guerrero, back to Michaela. Mepham Pirates might be looking for maybe that last shot. Never mind here. That shot's going to be up and no good. Ava's going to take the ball up the other way. Ava one-on-one on Felsberg. Shot's going to be no good. So a good move there by Ava, but not being able to finish here.
Yeah, those are definitely the shots that need to go for New Hyde Park.
You look at it, Michaela's going to send it to the corner. Felsberg looking for a pass. Going to find Guerrero. It's going to play a little back and forth with Felsberg. Michaela's shot's going to be blocked, and that's going to be the end of the quarter. So your final score for the first quarter is going to be 15 Mepham 4 New Hyde Park. We've seen a lot of good things here by the Mepham Pirates. Their defense so far has been amazing. And their shots are starting to hit a little bit. They've played a little sloppy at times, but they've been able to recover, and that's kind of been a huge factor so far as we've seen. Haley Guerrero has had a lot of self-rebounds, and as we've seen on the defensive end, besides the few here and there, quick plays down the court, Pirates have done a good job with their gap control. It started off struggling at slow, but so far they're doing a good job with that. Pirates doing a good job here, so maybe look for them to start playing a little slower, playing a little more physical. And, that's kind of what the game that they needed to play. They needed to play a physical game, and that's kind of what they're doing so far. Riley Clark down low has been amazing. She's had 2 fouls so far in this game, but she's done a good job on both offensively and defensively with the rebounds. And then as we see, on the offensive end, Guerrero is just hitting every shot that she can think of. Guerrero is causing turnovers. This Mepham Pirates is really playing very ferocious so far as we've seen. It's kind of been the story of the game so far for the Pirates.
Thanks, Tyler. I'm Matt Manham, and I'm going to be with you for the rest of the game, Tyler. So this game's been all Mepham so far. What I've noticed is that Mepham's been getting every single rebound, it seems. They could not be stopped down low. That's where they've gotten most of the points. Only 1 3-point shot coming from Haley Guerrero. Who else? But this is one of those games where the ball really hasn't been bouncing Mepham's way, and they're still managing to make plays. They're still managing to make plays down low, and it's just because they have the size and they have that rebounding intensity that you need to win games.
Yeah, you said it for sure. Obviously, this New Hyde Park team, who's not maybe the biggest, but they're extremely fast, and Mepham has really taken advantage of that. They've shown a lot of effort. When they miss some shots, they get down and they get their own rebounds here as the Gladiators are going to bring up the ball.
So New Hyde Park's going to bring one down the court to open up the second quarter. Here's Vianney. Vianney guarded by Morris, and she throws it away. So to start the second quarter, we got a turnover for the Gladiators and down 11. That's obviously not what you want.
Yeah, the Gladiators have had a lot of mental errors. A couple travels that they haven't wanted to take some errant passes, and then now again right there, not a good start in the second quarter.
So here's Dobby playing the point guard, typically more of a forward, and she gets it in to Hatcliffe, and she gets swatted away. That was Grace Tumulty. So pass up the court to Korzavinsky. Korzavinsky goes inside, swatted away by Seta Ducate. Now here's Dobby. Dobby driving inside, pumps, takes. She's got it and one. Michaela Dobby, the freshman, showing up big today.
Yeah, what a play there just to finish through the contact. Made a hard play driving down the court and was able to take the contact from the side and was able to finish here. As we talk about Alana Morris, number 30 for the Pirates. She's a forward. She has been an extremely good player so far for the Pirates. She's been very physical down low and has made a huge impact so far.
Yeah. Alana Morris as Michaela hits that only free throw, and that'll put the Pirates up 18-4. I got to mention that she's BMB's own Michaela Dobby.
Yeah.
So always have to promote ourselves. So there's Ava Orban. Let's wait to Vienning. Vienning driving on Morse. Makes a move, goes inside, looking for an outlet. She just throws it up and almost gets it to go, but instead Hatcliffe's come down with the rebound. Now here's Guerrero. Guerrero drives, and that one is another foul. Guerrero able to generate enough contact to get the call.
Yeah, so as me and Connor talked about, the Pirates were struggling with foul calls in the first quarter, weren't able to do anything. But now all of a sudden, kind of the tables have turned a little bit. New Hyde Park has been starting to struggle and playing a little more physical, and it hasn't really been paying off so far.
So now here's Guerrero with her first free throw, and that one's off the back of the rim. So Haley Guerrero, if you have to think about a leader, Haley Guerrero on this Mepham team is the epitome of leader. She averages 24 points per game, and she is a softball commit for Division I as Stony Brook, as she goes 0 for 2 at the line. So get back to game action as Dobby running the point. Out to Morris at the top of the key. Pulls up on the elbow, and she can't get it to go. Dobby with the second chance point, no good. So New Hyde Park comes away with that. Here's Korjavinski. Driving, can't get it to go. Seta Ducate almost comes away with the board, but she can't. Here's Orban. Loses it to Mulvey. Now here's Vienny. Just dropped 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Here's Vienny. Now Griffin driving. He gets blocked by Guerrero.
Mepham Pirates defense so far playing strong, making good gap control, and making the Gladiators do some things that they really don't want to do offensively.
Defense has been the key today as Seta Ducate goes inside. So now there's Orban, the freshman, gets it out to Korjavinski. On the wing, gets it out to Vienning. Driving. Morse has just about locked her up so far in this game. And there's Orban driving, can't get the layup to go.
Seeing here the Gladiators, again, struggling to score. They haven't really been able to do anything offensively, and that's a big part due to the Pirates' amazing defense so far in this game.
Defense wins championships, as they say, and defense is so far winning the Mepham Pirates this game. As they got to travel on Seta Ducate.
Getting a little too aggressive there, Seta Ducate had the right mindset there, trying to play a little physical, get down low, and then try to finish the layup. It was just a little too quick on her feet and taking that third step.
So checking in for Vienny for New Hyde Park is Grace Adderabigby, the senior. So here's Griffin. Gets it poked away by Guerrero. Now it's Adderabigby driving, using that speed. Puts up a layup, no good. Rebound Griffin. And it'll be a jump ball, and due to the possession arrow, it will go the way of Mepham.
Again here, Mepham's playing very physical, and that's exactly what you want to see if you're, on the Mepham Pirates. Again, they're just causing turnovers left and right, and they're starting to get in the Gladiators' heads a little bit. You can see on some of the players' faces that they're a little frustrated, and they have to start playing better offensively if they want to come back.
Here's Dobby, mid-range jumper, almost good. It's no good. So here's Adderabigby, comes away with the rebound, gives it to Griffin. Now here's Orban. Orban is going to dish it out. Three-pointer, no good. That was to Mulvey. Going to her knees is Alana Morse to get the rebound. Guerrero drives. Layup with the right hand is good.
Good play there by Haley Guerrero. Again, she has been amazing so far to start this game. She's using her speed, and this Gladiators team really so far hasn't been able to keep up with her. She's causing turnovers. She's getting her own rebounds, believe it or not, and she has just been hitting all of her shots so far this game.
Now we have a 30-second timeout taken by Mepham, and it seems as if Mepham is well on their way to dominating this game. But of course, you can't call it too early. So we need to look about what New Hyde Park can do to get back into this game, and fast.
Yeah, you said it yourself. The Gladiators, they're a team that they're not going to be able to play better physically when it comes to getting the rebounds down low, maybe playing a little more physical defense. They're not going to beat the Pirates that way. There's no shot at that. But what they can do is they're a small lineup. That means you got good shooters on your team. You're very fast, and they have to take advantage of that. The whole point of them defensively coming in this game is to not let Guerrero run the court. And that's been a huge problem for them so far, as we've seen. Guerrero having a ton of points and then multiple turnovers. So they just have to do a better job of kind of closing the gap and then hitting their shots.
And something I noticed, or something that I came up with while you were talking, the New Hyde Park can do, they got to have a lot of girls cutting They had to use a lot of moving parts throughout their plays, and they haven't been able to really run their plays correctly, if you ask me. I think what they need to do is get some girls running down low and then quickly dish it out, because they're drawing a lot of double teams when they're driving inside. So what they need to do is they need to use that, because when you have a double, somebody's open. They got to use that to get an open look. As we return to game action, Korzavinsky scores the layup.
Good finish there, just making a quick step and then finishing the layup hard.
Possibly could have been called for an M1, but no, nothing was called. Set it to Kate, going over to Guerrero. Guerrero driving with the right. M1! Haley Guerrero!
We might as well call this the Haley Guerrero game so far. I mean, she has been unbelievable. We can't stress it enough. And if the Gladiators want to come back, they got to do a better job of neutralizing her.
Yeah. And if I'm going to be honest, most games can be called the Haley Guerrero game. That was just a pretty finish with the right into the contact. As a free throw is perfect, as to be expected, as the senior Stony Brook commit. So, there's, excuse me, that's Orban driving and gets the layup.
Gladiators, again, getting on the board now. So that's back-to-back possessions, capitalizing on points, and that's exactly what the Gladiators need to do if they want to come back.
Here's Kayla Dave to Alana Morse. Finds Guerrero. Now back to Dobby. On the left wing, goes inside side of Ducate. Kicks it out to Guerrero. Guerrero, where anyone to go to, just reverse it to Dobby. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Dobby's got to make a move. Step back, three-pointer, no good. Adderabigby the rebound. Adderabigby driving in hard. Puts up a shot, no good. Just dropped. Just about 3 minutes left to go in the first half. Dobby driving. Puts her head down, gets the layup. Perfect finish by Michaela Dobby, the freshman.
Again here, I mean, both teams are playing a little sloppy for about 30 seconds there, but then the Pirates are able to come down and get a nice 2 points to end this kind of new Hyde Park little run that they were having.
Three-pointer from Riley Griffin comes up short. We got a couple of subs coming in for the Pirates. Caitlin Smith and Kayla Weber coming in for Mepham as we take a look at this finish by Michaela Dobby.
Yeah, I mean, again, that was an amazing finish. It was New Hyde Park was starting to play good offensively. Dobby was able to just find the lane and have a nice finish for the 2 points. She
caught New Hyde Park nap, and nobody was looking for her as she dropped her head and drove to the rim. So here's Weber. We'll see what, here Coach Mulvey called the plays. We'll see what Hashra gives us. Here's Guerrero. Trying to find a lane to drive, dishes it out to Dobby, goes inside. Now we have Orban. Orban surveying the floor, gets it out to Griffin, goes to Mulvey, and Mulvey gets it out to Orban. 14 seconds. Coach says shoot it, she does, and it comes up a little too strong. And we've got a fight for the ball. It'll be a push on Caitlin Smith, so the ball will go the way of the Gladiators.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a physical play there. As it was just 2 players fighting for the rebound. And, again, a little sloppy here for the Gladiators so far. You'd like to see them start to clean up, maybe call some of these plays and just start to move their feet a little bit more.
Yeah, so with 2 minutes left in the half.
See what play they're going to have here on the inbound.
Korzavinsky gets it to Adderabigby. Back to Korzavinsky. Drives, spin move. The finish is no good. Adderabigby, the second chance shot, no good. And the rebound by Tumultuary is also no good. We got a little bit of a contact, but it goes uncalled as Felsberg checks in for Dobby.
See here again, the New Hyde Park starting to press a little bit more. They're playing a little bit physical down low. That's exactly what you want to see, and they got to start to pick up the pace a little bit, and they're starting to do that.
So here's Felsberg. Gets it to the corner. Here's Weber. It's to Guerrero. Guerrero puts up a mid-range jumper, no good. Felsberg almost got the rebound. Smallest girl on the court, out jumping everybody.
I mean, that's exactly what you want to see for the Pirates. I mean, their effort, and obviously effort isn't a stat, but honestly, it really should be. I mean, it's something that really is underrated in the game of basketball, and the Pirates have showed that in every way. They're fighting for every rebound they can, and they're just going up and willing to take a hit for points.
They're up 22, and playing with all that heart, as the shot by Vianney is good. So here's Felsberg. Felsberg, mid-range shot. One of the most explosive players on the court as we drop under 60 seconds. And Vianney tries to put up a shot. And you're what Coach Bella said, there's got to be something there. And quite honestly, I agree with him. There had to have been some sort of contact.
I mean, yeah, obviously this game's definitely been a little bit physical, but, the refs are choosing to kind of let, the players play a little bit. And as long as they're consistent, that's all we can ask for.
And that one was tipped out by the Gladiators. Looks like Mulvey got her hand on that.
Look to see maybe some sort of off-ball pick for the Mepham Pirates, as they're going to probably try to find someone down low, maybe in the paint.
Yeah, they had that pick set by Hatcliffe. Couldn't get to go. And took too long to get the inbound off, so it'll go the way of the Gladiators.
I mean, exactly what what they wanted to run, they just weren't able to find Guerrero wide open there for the pass.
So it's Mulvey. It's a steal. Guerrero. Easy layup for Haley Guerrero. It's the Haley Guerrero show today here at Mepham High School.
Yeah, I mean, this New Hyde Park team has no answer for Haley Guerrero so far in this first half.
So we got a foul called. It's on Caitlin Smith. And it'll send Ava Orban, the freshman, to the line for two.
Two shots here that New Hyde Park definitely has to make. They want to get a little bit of momentum with 26 seconds left to build off of and to head into the second half with.
And the first shot is as pure as can be. And the second shot by Ava Orban. You can see it in this early stage of the game. She plays with a lot of emotion as the second shot is in and out. And you can see with every play she makes as the three-pointer is good by Ava Orban.
Exactly what they needed to do. I mean,
they need that big time.
For sure. I mean, they need to start to be able to get some momentum, and that's all they really needed to do. They're starting to hit their shots a little bit and they start to play with some more tempo.
Yeah, so we dropped under 6 seconds. Got a foul call.
Waiting to see if we have shots here for the Pirates.
No,
we're going to have an inbound pass.
It's going to be an inbound.
So Caitlin Smith is going to pass it down low to Guerrero. Shot's going to be no good.
No call, and that'll be the end of the first half.
You've seen Mepham Pirates obviously playing very well so far this half. Obviously, they're coming in 29, with the 29-14 lead, and they are playing extremely well so far. We're going to start to see how, the Pirates team, again, has played extremely well here. And again, they're playing an extremely physical game. They've done a really good job. We're going to send it now over to Connor Ward with their halftime interview. Connor, take it away.
Hey, Coach, you've obviously been pretty successful this half. What is a little bit that's gone into that?
Team defense, playing really well defensively until the last minute or two there. Getting Haley Guerrero out in transition and looking for easy baskets, but it starts with our defense.
What is going to be your message at halftime to the girls?
Keep up the defensive effort and got to do like we did for the first 14 minutes, not the last two, and we'll be fine.
Thanks, Coach. Now to you guys in the studio.
Thanks.
Connor, and what a half it's been here. 29-14, Mepham leads at half, and so far it's been all Haley Guerrero and Michaela Darby. They've been able to just pound that New Hyde Park defense.
It's been the freshman senior show, in other words. Yeah, Haley Guerrero on, like we said in pregame, offensively and defensively. Thought Riley Griffin would be an extreme challenge in the first half. Haley Guerrero has 5,000% defied the odds. She's been running the table for the Mepham Pirates all game so far, along with Michaela Darby's aggressive playmaking and excellent defensive rebounding down low, along with Luciana Seta-Decate, who's putting up a fight on offensive rebounds, which was one of the keys of the game going into the Gladiators. Rebounding is going to be important, and Luciana Seta-Decate has shut that down.
Yeah, absolutely, Sean. They've been able to just dive right into a quick game instead of going slow-paced. This has been a very fast-paced game for Mepham. On the other hand, it's been a slow-paced game for New Hyde Park. They really haven't found their hits yet, but, it's just been shot after shot, and, Mepham's been able to get those second-chance points, as we see there. Luciana Sedicante gets a second-chance points, puts it right back up, and, even more points created there as Haley Guerrero takes that three and, right through.
Yeah, Tom, it's just great basketball. It's just fundamental great basketball.
Yeah.
Nothing flashy, just hard-working defense, as you can see right here on the replay. Michaela Dalby drives up the court and basically just one little pump fake, draws a foul and one, and converts on the free throw. Becomes a three-point play. You can see it again.
As you said, Sean, simple fundamentals that you learn when you're a little kid, and Mepham's putting that together, and they're getting a successful game out of it.
Yeah, Tom, and also the supporting cast, the bench has been excellent, and the Gladiators and Coach Bello just have not found the right answer in the slightest right now. They're going to have to make some second-half changes, definitely. Maybe try to find a way to double-team Guerrero, but then, if you double-team Guerrero, there's always going to be a Pirate open, and everyone on this Pirates team can shoot in this starting lineup, which is a concern.
Yeah, Sean, they definitely have to turn tables here in the second half, especially if they want to keep their playoff hopes alive. I mentioned in the pregame, it's a pivotal game for both teams, and, I thought it was going to be much closer at this point. But, Mepham's really, ran with it. And it's going to be tough for New Hyde Park to come back if they can't get anything started.
Yeah, it's hard to explain because they said before the game, Coach Bello said he would try to control the tempo with his Gladiators, and the tempo has gone through the roof. They don't know what to do. They're getting... Whenever there's a little press, they fall under pressure. At the top of the key, they dribble one way. The zone defense from the Mepham Pirates just locks them down, and they have not been able to come up with any simple answer so far on either offense, defense, drawing fouls, or there be just being tough in general. Because you can see the Pirates are laying out for any ball on the floor.
Exactly. You see top performer Mepham right there. 16 points already for Haley Guerrero. She's only played 2 quarters. She's got 2 more to go. She's got 1 rebound, 3 steals. We could expect some more steals for her tonight and some more points as she's still got 2 quarters of basketball left to play.
Yeah, the 24 point per game scorer is on pace currently right now for 32 this game. And before this game, not going to lie, Riley Griffin I thought would be definitely an opposing challenge for Haley Guerrero, and she would have a tough time reaching that 24-point mark. But right now, it looks like no problem for her in the slightest. So the Pirates are just looking good right now. Again, strong lead, 29-14, going into the second half. And you can just see on the floor, again, Haley Guerrero driving, just drawing fouls, is doing everything she can just to keep a strong Pirate lead.
Yeah, she's their playmaker. She makes plays happen. 16 points coming straight from her. You do the math, 29 minus 16. That gives you... man, I'm not in math class, but you know what I'm saying. But you do the math for yourself, and you get whatever you get, and it's just 16 of those points. Where are they? And it's coming from Haley Guerrero. You know what I mean? It's simple as that. But things like that, they just need to lock her down, and she's going to be a threat in the playoffs. And I'm excited to watch this Mepham team in the playoffs. They got a full complete lineup. You put Haley Guerrero out there, you put Alana Morris out there, you put Michaela Darby, you put Riley Clark, and you got those 4 players right there. They're lethal in a playoff battle.
Of course, and as we've looked at the Pirates roster, and we've talked about them for a majority of this halftime show, as we should be because they've just been the aggressors so far this game, we got to look at some positives on the New Hyde Park side. Towards the end of this first half, we had strong plays from just top performers like Ava Orban, 6 points, 2 rebounds, 1 block for the freshman point guard, who has been playing very good against a very tall opposing 6-foot-plus guard in Michaela Dalby, which, when Michaela Dalby's bringing up the ball, I would be scared. I would be. It's a 6'2" point guard.
Yeah.
That's not really normal at this type of level for girls basketball, especially in Mepham. She's the tallest player they have.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
incredible.
No, it is, and you put a freshman. I mean, granted, they're both freshmen that's going against each other, but one's severely taller than the other, and that could be very intimidating. But going back to Ava Orban, a funny story about her. Her brother actually graduated from New Hyde Park last year, and myself being on the baseball team here at Mepham, I actually played against him. He went Division I to St. John's, and he's playing there. Yeah, so he's a very good baseball player, and you can't knock him out in football either. He's a super good football player too. But he graduated last year, so it was a rough season for New Hyde Park football this year. But getting back onto topic, this team really needs to gather themselves at halftime and come out stronger in the second half. A better team than they were in the first half, and then come out and be that better team in the second half, and try to make this game close.
Agreed. And obviously coming to this one, of course the records and Conference A1, any Conference A1 matchups usually going to bring some competition to the table. And even though, not looking at the records, it's not a ginormous lead right now. 15 points is not too much. 14-29 right now. Pirates are on top of the Gladiators. It's not that big as it seems.
You did the math for me. I was waiting, man.
29
I was waiting.
What's 29 minus 16?
I don't know. You do the math.
13.
There you said 15.
No, 13.
Come on, man.
We're not doing this. But either way, as you can also see on the TV right behind us, you just see Mepham also just driving and hitting their shots, and it just shows how everyone has a key part right now on the court. You see Carrie Hackcliffe, Ashley Felsberg, Caitlin Smith, Kayla Weber. Everyone's doing their role. All the bench players are doing their role. All the starters are doing what they got to do. And New Hyde Park just has, like we've been talking about, just needs some second-half defensive changes. Because offensively, they do have the potential to get a few and ones, maybe a few layups and such. But that three ball has not hit for them once tonight.
Sean, going back to what I said in the pregame a little bit, speaking with Coach Bello throughout the week, he actually told me that he only really uses about 6 to 7 of his guys. And it's mainly their starters that stay out there. Very rarely does he do substitutions, just because he's got these people and he wants to stick with them. And going on that page, these 5 to 7 guys gotta go down and just put it all out in the second half. But we're gonna slide down to the Mepham South gym, where sportscasters will take it away for now.
Thanks, Sean. Thanks, Tom. Great show. And we're probably gonna see you guys back for post game. But for now, we got ourselves a pretty good game between New Hyde Park and Mepham. Mepham leads by 15. But in all seriousness, this game could get very close, very fast. I'm joined by Connor Ward for the third quarter, and shortly we'll be seeing Tyler Steinberg with Mike Bello, who's the head coach of New Hyde Park. We'll be going down to him in just a minute. But for now, we got to talk about what we've seen so far. I think Mepham it's really just been their defense. It's been defense, and it's been the Haley Guerrero show. He's got 66% of Mepham's points.
Yeah, Matt. New Hyde Park has done exactly what they couldn't let the Mepham Pirates do, and that's run rampant around rebounds. They've been able to get all the rebounds, and they're getting put-back points, and it's exactly what they talked about in the pregame show. What they couldn't let them do, and that's get rebounds and get second-chance efforts.
Yeah, and the second chance has been huge, and it's been led by Luciana Seta Ducate, who has been characterized as a great athlete playing basketball, and Coach Mulvey could not have said that better.
Yeah, obviously, Luciana, D1 soccer player. D1 soccer player. She's obviously a great athlete, and she's showing it here today. She has an immense amount of rebounds. She's playing great defense.
So we start the second half with the full starting lineup on for the Pirates, despite being up by 15. We got Darby Guerrero, Seta Ducate, Clark, and Morse. For Mepham, for New Hyde Park, we still are waiting for their second half starters. So we got Griffin, we got Mulvey, we got Korzavinsky, Vianney, and if I'm not mistaken, the last girl is Orban on for New Hyde Park.
Yeah, Matt, it's the same starting fives as before. Nothing's changed. I mean, I'm not surprised here by Mepham keeping their starting five in. It's a close game. Basketball changes quick.
Basketball is a game of runs. So we'll see if New Hyde Park can go on their own to start the third quarter. Orban dumps it off to Griffin. Drive. Open look to Mulvey. No good. Rebound Dobby. So here's Michaela Dobby. Gets it to Guerrero, and 16 points already. Can't get another. And the reverse layup by Dobby. I'm kind of surprised she even tried that shot.
Yeah, another rebound there for the Pirates. She's heading to the line now.
Yeah, so Dalby, we cannot stress this enough. She's only a freshman. She played last year on the junior varsity team. She is one of the most versatile and one of the most efficient scorers on Mepham's team right now, as she already hit her first free throw, and her second one is up and almost good. The rebound goes the way of New Hyde Park. So here's Orban. We got a freshman running the offense. Orban dishes it to Vienning. Pumps again, dishes it out, and Clark was the one to touch it last. So it'll stay with the Gladiators. So the inbound by Korzybinski.
Yeah, well, New Hyde Park has to get more physical here on offense and on defense. They got to play great defense in order to have any shot to come back into this game. They cannot have fouls, and they just need to keep scoring on the offense side of the ball.
They also can't be letting Haley Guerrero be running wide open down the other side of the court, as she gets her 18th points of the game.
Yeah,
32-16 as Orban hits the deck after taking a shot. Hard foul.
Yeah, as you said, Matt, they got to contain Haley Guerrero, who's having a great game. She has 9 points so far in the first quarter alone. So, 16 points in the first half alone.
Now she got 18. She's got more points alone than New Hyde Park does as a team.
Yeah, she's
that
obviously
is
having a great game.
Unbelievable. Unless they make this free throw, that is. So they do not. Guerrero was also left all alone again, but Seta Ducate chooses instead to go to Dobby. Dobby dumps it up inside. Clark, nice move inside, gets it to go. Riley Clark with some fancy footwork to get the layup.
That was a great move there. That move helped ignite the crowd.
So, it's Mulvey to Vienning. Thought about taking the shot, elects to not. And that one was deflected by Guerrero, so it'll stay with New Hyde Park. Let's look at Michaela Dobby, very versatile player, as we said. She's got 8, 4, and 2, contributing on offense and on defense. Only a freshman and one of the most versatile scorers that we've seen from Mepham in a long time. She was forced into the point guard position when Ashley Felsberg went down by an injury earlier in the year, and she got forced into the point guard position again when Luciana Seta Ducate showed up basically unannounced. We were expecting her to not play, and Seta Ducate showed up, and so Felsberg served as the sixth man, and Dobby went to the point guard, and she's played that role tremendously so far today.
Yeah, Seta Ducate obviously showing up to the game. We didn't know she was going to be here, but she's having a great game. She's getting multiple rebounds. She has a couple points to go along with it.
She averages 17 rebounds a game, Connor.
That's just an incredible stat, Matt.
So that was a wild pass by New Hyde Park. Looked like the intended target was Vienning. We'll see. Nice finish by Riley Clark a couple of plays ago.
Yeah, that was a great move by Clark.
So here's Morris. So nice ball movement on the perimeter. Guerrero stops, gives it up to Dobby. Dobby driving, gets it out to Morse. Takes and goes to Guerrero. Now inside, to Ducate. Dobby also gets blocked, and New Hyde Park comes up with the rebound. Here's Korzybinski. Gets it out. Dobby with the steal. Dobby in transition. Loses the ball. She comes up with it, though. Dobby, nice move. She got the ball on a string right now. She dishes it off to Seta Ducate. Clark, the center for three. Ooh. Bang! Riley Clark, hello. What a three-point shot from Riley Clark.
Great shot there from Clark.
We got a full timeout from the Gladiators. 30-second timeout. It was great ball movement by the Pirates. Riley Clark wide open. Why not take a three, right? We saw on the last game of the week, we saw the big men hitting threes for the boys against Jericho. We saw Kehoe hitting 5. Kevin Perry got himself 1. So why not Riley Clark, the center, getting some points from behind the arc? That was a beautiful shot, if I do say so myself.
It was a great shot out of the games I watched. I've never really seen her take any three-pointers. I didn't know she had that in her repertoire.
So that's a huge momentum shift. Kind of felt like New Hyde Park with every bucket that they were getting, even though Mepham was somewhat matching them. It kind of felt like they were really getting it in this game. As we look at the stat line for Grace Tumultuary, I didn't know this, but she had 3 blocks today. I wasn't really, the blocks were kind of just happening. I didn't realize it was the same girl getting them all. Grace Tumultuary, the senior forward, with all 3 of them.
Yeah, the blocks piling up for her.
We set it to Ducate in transition. This is off to Dobby. Perfect pass, perfect layup. Mepham's on a roll right now.
Yeah, everything that could be going right for Mepham right now is going right. New Hyde Park needs to do something here quick to get back in the game.
So, Orban didn't go around the screen. Tumultuary puts up a wild 3 and doesn't go. Here's Guerrero. Still got more points than the entire of New Hyde Park, and she's got more. That gets her up to 20.
Guerrero again there, hitting the layup. Mepham has been great in transition, even on defense.
And that's an easy shot for Grace Tumultuary. Gets her first points of the game. So, even though they're up 20 plus, the starters are staying in for the Pirates with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, Mepham's building up a sizable lead here.
Coach Mulvey is sometimes apt to pull the starters really early, even though the game could be in reach. If he thinks the game is kind of over, we've seen it happen, as that looked to be a lot of Morris getting in the action.
Yeah, Matt, I'm just astounded at how many rebounds Luciana has.
Can we get a number on that? We need to see how many rebounds Seta Ducate has.
She has to have more than 10, Matt.
Riley Griffin has 3 rebounds. The buckets are coming in plentiful. They are plentiful today. 19-43, New Hyde Park.
Yeah, that's 2 straight buckets for New Hyde Park.
Somewhat getting some momentum, the Gladiators are, as Clark loses it, fights for it back. Now she's going to drive and put up a layup, and that one will hit the bottom. Seta Ducate, I have the number, she's got 13 rebounds.
That's incredible. Obviously, you said before she averaged 17. She has to be one of the best rebounders in all high school.
She's got to be one of the best. She's a great athlete playing basketball, showing up today. Seta Ducate, I always bring this up whenever she has a game like this, but when Seta Ducate, last time she had a game like this, she also got 3 steals. We haven't mentioned that. So 4, 13, 3, and 3. That's an unusual stat line, if I do say so myself, especially for a girl who can put up scoring numbers like 4 goals in a half. If you remember that game when the girls' soccer team took on Wantagh.
Yeah, it's a classic right there.
That's an instant BMB classic. As here's Guerrero. Albino here, great ball movement, and Clark puts it up, almost had it and one, but instead she'll go to the line and shoot 2.
15, you said? 14. 14. Her first, team second.
So Riley Clark starting to make her presence felt on the offensive and on the defensive side. Had a little bit of a slow start to the game, but she's starting to get into a little bit of a groove later on in the game. The senior is one of the best inside shooters, and is showing up today.
Yeah, she obviously drilled that 3-point shot.
Look at that closeout defense. And that probably was a missed backcourt violation. You hear Coach Mulvey screaming for it. He's probably right on that one.
Yeah, Mepham decided to turn up the defensive intensity there.
They're doing that up 24, no less. So here is New Hyde Park. Adder Bigby will get the rebound. Well, get the inbound. As every Wednesday, if it's Wednesday on BMB, it's the midweek update. Join Sammy, Joseph, Maya, Tyler, and Bree on the midweek update, taking you inside parts of the community that you don't always get to see. We got a brand new rotation of our sports guys on the midweek update sports. We got Luke Yepes, we've got Finn Corcoran-Doolin, and my brother Jake Manow, who will be leading your midweek week in Mepham Sports as New Hyde Park cashes in on another bucket. So, get back to game action. We've got a minute left in the third quarter, as that was a wild pass by Morris, sending the Gladiators back into transition. And that one will go the way of the Pirates.
Yeah, Matt, let's talk about Ava Orban real quick. Oh, here's the replay. Ava Orban.
It's a great feed, great ball movement. Gets it to Mulvey inside. And so here's Haley Guerrero inside. They go to Clark, and they've kind of been forcing the ball to Riley Clark these past couple of minutes, trying to get the senior some chances inside. Hasn't really been working. I suggest going outside to Guerrero, because she's been left wide open, and Seta Ducate tries to get a layup. And fighting for the loose ball, Adder Bigby gets it out to Vienning. Orban making a move, goes to the corner, gets to Vienning, turns to her left, drives, and double team takes the shot, and the ball goes to New Hyde Park. So Korzhavinsky will take the inbound, gets it out quickly to Orban, puts up a three, too strong. Now here's Guerrero. Guerrero taking it herself, trying to go coast to coast. Now slows it down, dishes it out to Dobby to run the offense. Kayla Dobby, 19 seconds. She's probably going to try and look to get a last shot. I think this might end up going inside to Clark. Watch inside. Watch number 32, Riley Clark. They're probably going to look to her.
It has to go to Guerrero, right?
Looks like Connor was right, but wasn't able to go as the shot clock expires. And so does the game clock as the third quarter comes to a close, and we will turn it back over to Tyler Steinberg. But today was Friday, Tyler. You probably know what that means, right? Every Friday, it's the BMB morning announcements. As you and I, we share the position of giving you your week in Mepham Sports. It's a great job sharing that honor with you, Tyler. So you got to join Sean McQuillan, Haley Hepworth, and Ava Scheffler, formerly Ava Sheff, cooking up a storm. But now our weatherman is Cumulonimbus Charles, who is the best part of my morning, if I do say so myself. I gotta say, even though I'm on the announcements, I'm always looking forward to what everyone else got in store. I can't forget What Is That with Sid Elisetti, and around campus with Hannah Broxmeyer and with Riley Freed. And coming up, we just filmed it today. Every month, the BMB is always talking sports. Join Tom Mora, Lily Yepes, and yours truly. I got the fastest minute in Mepham Sports. And we've debuted a couple of new segments. We got, obviously, I will just drop the man-o-minute right now. This past weekend in the NFL was, in my eyes, the best weekend in football history. Every game came down to the wire, and the winner was decided on the very last play of the game. Every game ended up having a lead change as the clock hit triple zeros or a touchdown in overtime. Sorry, Bills fans. I recapped the weekend and how I missed every single big play. I'm not going to get into detail, but we also had a couple of new segments. We joined the girls' these girls on Mic'd Up, as Seta Ducate was one of the girls we got on the hot mic, and so did Michaela Dobby. We'll get to see some of the clips of some of the boys and girls hoopers Mic'd Up, and Tyler Steinberg has a little something special for us. he started his own new segment produced by yours truly, The Month in Mepham Sports. Him and I had a great time putting this segment together, recapping the month in January in the Mepham Sports. The crowd's still buzzing, even though we got a 22-point game. Still a great time here at Mepham. The snow is falling, and the shots are falling as well for the Pirates. As right on cue, Alana Morse.
This Mepham
Reverse Mano curse right there.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
exactly.
a reverse Mano curse.
Yeah, this Pirates offense is not slowed down from the first corner. They can continue to score with very high efficiency.
So, Hatter Big B to Mulvey. There's Orban and Dobby's going to go right up the court to set it to Kate. And Morris just slaps it. We have a foul on Seta Ducate. I'm not really sure. Kind of looked like a jump ball to me.
Yeah, I mean, it was a physical play. Obviously, Dobby trying to find Seta Ducante on that fast break one-on-one. It was just that it was a close play. It was a physical play, but the end of the day, New Hyde Park ball.
So, Orban looking for an option on offense. Gets it to a wide open Griffin. She gets swatted away. That one is looks like a foul. And I'll go the way of Mepham. So Morris will take the inbound, 7 minutes remaining. Pirates up 24.
Look for the Pirates to start playing a little slower, controlling the time of possession, and just taking smart shots.
So here's Morris. Guerrero called for it. Instead they go inside to Seta Ducate. Gets up a weird jump shot, no good. But Riley Clark's got her back.
Again, I mean, this physical play here from the Pirates have just killed New Hyde Park all game. Mepham easily out rebounding the Gladiators, and that's just been a huge part for the Pirates game and a big reason why they're up this big.
So Ava Orban will go to the line for two after she took some contact. So we have another sub, point guard for point guard, and Dobby gets a standing ovation as Felsberg checks in for her. So Orban, with their first free throw, is good, and with that bucket, Tyler, that free throw means that Haley Guerrero is no longer outscoring the entirety of New Hyde Park's team.
Yeah, I mean, we can't say just how amazing. I mean, words can't describe how amazing she's been in this game. I mean, obviously she's used to her lead speed. She's had multiple turnovers, and is a big reason why this Mepham Pirates team have as big of a lead as they do right now.
New Hyde Park's doing everything in their power to get themselves back into this game, as Mulvey can't get that one to go. Here's Felsberg. Sophomore with a lot of quickness, great burst of speed, great first step, as drives hard and then goes to Guerrero on the great ball movement inside. And Mulvey wasn't ready, but thankfully Griffin was there to pick it up. So now New Hyde Park will go the other way. Look at Felsberg, defensive intensity. Clark with the block, keeps it alive, and then throws it away.
Again,
almost an incredible play by Riley Clark.
Yeah, I mean, you said it yourself. Obviously, again, I mean, effort is a key part of this Pirates team, and they pride themselves on that. And again, I mean, that was a hard play there by Clark. Almost making a phenomenal play, came just short, but still good effort there.
Now we got Grace Glynn checking in for Luciana Seta Ducate. So the Pirates are going to lose a little bit of that rebounding presence that they've had. Well, excuse me, a lot of that rebounding presence, as Seta Ducate averages well over 15 rebounds a game. So now here's Guerrero. Needs one more basket to get back to outscoring all of New Hyde Park, as she's got 22, if I'm not mistaken.
Pirates having some good off-ball movement so far, as we've seen some off-ball picks.
That's really what's been springing all these open looks for girls like Clark and Dobby. Shot clock at 4. And Guerrero puts up a 3. Almost. No good. Just a little bit off to the left, as Glynn showing that defensive intensity. But it looks like Vianney.
Going to be on Mepham here. Hard play there for the Gladiators. Good lane. Vianney just trying to find something there. And just was able to, kind of take through the contact and then going to get the foul call.
So we got some. Looks like we had a little bit of a dispute, a tripping call. And Korzhavinsky goes to. Korzhavinsky sinks the first.
Gladiators got to start picking up the pace a little bit if they want to try to mount any sort of comeback. And even if they don't, it's about pride. You got to, just play the best you can and see if they can mount any sort of comeback.
So now here is Felsberg. Just dropped under the 5-minute mark. Here's Clark driving inside.
Clark looking for the foul call, kind of made a nice little step there, beat the defender, and just a good play there, swatting the ball out. And either way, though, it's Mepham's ball. It's going to be inbounded by Morris. Morris trying to find a pass. Going to pass it to Guerrero from the three-point shot. Shot's going to be up and good. Morris is just playing, Guerrero is just playing unbelievable, man.
And that's you can't describe it more. She's got 23 in this game, and New Hyde Park's got 25 as a team. And we got a hard fall. Felsberg and Orban both goes down, and Felsberg is limping. That's something we looked at. So it's a timeout to check on Felsberg.
It's good to see her walking off on her own power for the most part. Look, just took a little bit of contact there on her left knee, but she's able to walk off.
And now we're going to send it a little bit something special. We've got Cumulonimbus Charles for a special weather report. Let's see what he's got. See, Charles, looks like the snowstorm took out your mic, I think. We'll see if you've got something later on, but while you were trying to communicate something to us, I was sitting here laughing uncontrollably. I said it before and I'll say it again. Cumulonimbus Charles is the best part of my morning every Friday. And again, I'm on the announcements.
Yeah, I mean, he's taking one for the team, definitely standing out there. It's definitely not the best weather. It's freezing out there, so, we give him props for, just taking one for the team and willing to stand out there in that freezing cold, snow.
I'm not gonna be that guy, but I would have gone there in the short sleeve shirt that I'm wearing. I don't care. Cold doesn't affect me unless I'm at track practice.
I don't think I'd be out there for too long if I were you. I'm just saying.
I'll be fine, Tyler. You don't need to worry about me. I'm just different like that.
Oh yeah. That's what they all say until they're standing in 10-degree weather with a ton of snow and rain falling on them. But
but I really do have to commend Charles for his efforts. He's trying to get us the inside scoop on the weather, as we're kind of really lucky to be here at this point in time, because all other events on the weekend within the Bellmore-Merrick Central High School District were canceled. I know the Ocean Breeze Invitational, the track team we're not going to be going to that meet because of the snow. To get back to game action, Clark drives, and it's fouled. It looks like we're going to have a couple of subs, Hatcliffe and Smith, waiting to check in.
Good play there for the Pirates. I mean, Clark just making a nice little pump fake, did a quick hop step to her right, and just trying to find a lane here. As Alana Moore so far has done a good job so far. She has 4.6 rebounds and an assist, but, I mean, her effort so far has been great. She's been a lot of those, second passes to the score. She kind of leads to that assist, and, that's kind of what they need. She's a good two-way player for sure.
Yeah, and Haley Guerrero has checked out, so she finishes with 23, and she finishes with 23, and again, I'll say this again, New Hyde Park only has 2 more points.
Yeah, I mean, again, we can't keep talking about just how dominant Guerrero's been, but at the end of the day, this is kind of an any other day night for her, so to speak. She has been really dominant so far, as that first shot has been up and good from Clark. As we get ready for the second free throw.
So here's Clark. Yeah, so here's Clark. Goes 2 for 2 on free throws, putting the Pirates up 54-25. So get back to game action. Game's winding down as Ava Orban drives, takes on a triple team. And
Gonna
the
be on
foul
Mepham.
goes to they get Hatcliffe on a foul, sending Orban to the line for 2.
Good play there by Orban, just being able to finish through the contact and is able to give her team, just some opportunities to score points.
And she misses the first. The second shot is no good. So number 2 goes 0 for 2, but the rebound by Adder Bigby is no good. And here's Hatcliffe with the rebound. Gets it out to, that's Grace Glenn. Excuse me, that's Kayla Weber. Glenn's at the corner. And Smith on the wing. Here's Weber. And that was Paige Ronan. Great catch on the sideline.
Good play there by Jessica Vianney to try to read that pass. She stepped up, read the pass going to the corner, and just was able to make a decent play on that ball. As the Pirates are going to inbound it here. Pirates going to send it one-on-one. It's going to be no good. The pass was intended for Hatcliffe.
So we're just under 3 minutes. Smith running the offense. So Weber at the top of the key. Hatcliffe dumps it inside Glenn. Glenn drives inside, slips, and is fouled.
Good play there for the Pirates again. I mean, they're playing a very physical game, and that's exactly what you need. We get ready for the free throws. 2 shots here. First shot by Glenn's going to be up and no good.
Oh, Grace Glenn, great mid-range shooter. And hasn't really been getting any open looks, but she gets her second free throw. They'll get her on the stat sheet. Orban just pulling up from Curry range. Ava Orban from the parking lot.
That was an amazing shot there, showing off a little bit of confidence here with 2:30 left to go. But that's exactly, what New Hyde Park. You just want to play with a little bit of pride, try to get anything you can, and right there, that could be a good spark.
That was Carrie Hatcliffe with the bucket. So let's talk about Ava Orban. Is she going to pull up again? No. This is just becoming the Ava Orban show. Gets fouled.
Even though she hasn't been able to maybe hit some of these free throws, be able to capitalize on these N1, I really like the fact that she's being very aggressive, man, as we've seen. I mean, she's taken a lot of contact. We've seen her drive at least 5 or 6 times and is willing to take the foul and just go in and take one for the team.
Yeah. So, Orban.
Shot's going to be up and no good here. As we get ready for the second free throw again. I mean, this was killing New Hyde Park here all game with the missed free throws. But Ava Orban, I mean, she's a guard. We like, they really like her a lot in New Hyde Park. I mean, she's very tall, lanky, real quick, and, she's very athletic. I mean, she's got a quick shot, as we saw, with that amazing jump shot. But she's been a player that even though New Hyde Park won't come out on top, she was definitely a player that makes a good impact here for New Hyde Park.
So, back to game action, dropped down to 2 minutes. Hatcliffe. It's inside to Glenn. And she gets it to go. Mid-range shot. And we got some subs. And coming in is Markella Mutafis and Victoria Caminiti, BMB's own Victoria Caminiti. We'll see what Vicky Cams is able to do.
And take a look at this replay here again. I mean, the downtown shot there by Ava Orban, and just an amazing shot. It showed her off her amazing confidence and was able to find the shot to go in.
So Vicky Cams comes up with the rebound. Here's Weber on the offense. Smith. Inside, great layup, Caitlin Smith. 61-29, Mepham leads. Vienna with a defense chance. The starters are cheering on their girls. So Great ball movement. Three-pointer up and no good. Mutafis with the rebound.
Mepham there with a
Weber.
good rebound.
Got him it. Caitlin Smith gets it to Kemenidi. Victoria Kemenidi inside to Mutafis. Let her go to work. No good. Mutafis almost got the steal, but instead, Vieni will run. Will probably be the penultimate possession of this game, as that shot hits the top of the backboard.
Mepham overall just did an amazing job with the physical game.
So now with 40 seconds left, we're gonna see what Cumulonimbus Charles has outside. For you, and I really do feel bad for you right now. That is why he's the favorite part of my morning. He is willing to do that just for our entertainment.
Yeah, I mean, again, standing out there in the freezing weather as we saw, and he's one of those guys that is willing to go to the places that not many people do want to go. So we give him props for that.
Yeah, as we have a giant winter storm approaching, we encourage everybody who is at the game to drive home safely. If you are watching from anywhere that is not the comfort of your own home, please drive slowly and safely. Make sure you're getting from point A to point B without getting yourself into any trouble. We gotta make sure that everybody gets home. As Kemenidi loses the ball, 3 seconds on the clock, and it looks like that will put this one in the books. The Mepham Pirates strike gold. They found treasure today. 61-29, the final. The Pirates win. And our player of the game, Tyler, I got to take a wild guess. Who is it going to be?
I mean, there was definitely a few players here that played very well for Mepham, but
yeah,
it's got to be Haley Guerrero.
It is Haley Guerrero. She is our BMB player of the game, ending with 23 points. And by the way, this is her third game that we've went to in a row that she was named our player of the game, just showing how special and how talented that she is. So what do you think made the difference today for Mepham to pull out this huge win over a very good New Hyde Park team?
Well, I'm a very defensive guy. I'm a guy that likes the people down low. And that's exactly what Mepham Pirates were able to do. They played a very physical game, and we saw that, and that's a big reason why they were able to come out on top today.
Now, Haley Guerrero is standing with Connor Ward. Let's see what they've got. Thanks, Connor. For Connor Ward, Sean McQuillan, Tom Morrow, and Tyler Steinberg, I'm Matt Mano. Thanks for joining us on the BMB Game of the Week.